Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Heather Tiedman. I'm a realtor down here in the beautiful Lexington, Columbia area of South Carolina, and today we're going to be driving through Mariners Creek in Lexington, South Carolina. But before we get started with that, you know what I'm going to ask. If you could please like and subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. We are well on our way to 600 subscribers, which is my new goal for 2025. We hit our 550 subscribers, so now I'm trying to hit 600. And we have just over a month and a half to do that, and I think we're almost there. I think I only need 11 more subscribers, so I really appreciate all the love and support. I'm gonna quit rambling and let's hop on into this. Y'all already know that I love a good brick home, and this neighborhood is full of them. Most of these homes here are brick homes, and those are my favorite. Now, obviously, there are some vinyl-sided homes, but for the most part, they are brick or stone, and I really, really love when a neighborhood has that feature. This neighborhood is located just off of 378, so you're just a couple of minutes away from downtown Lexington, as well as Sunset Boulevard with all your shopping and restaurant options, just 5 minutes down the road. So I do find this neighborhood to be incredibly convenient. It is also zoned for Lexington 1 school district, including Lake Murray Elementary, Beechwood Middle, and Lexington High School. In this neighborhood range in price from the low 300s to the low 500s. Oftentimes we do see more of a variation in home sizes in neighborhoods, but most of the homes here are just below 2,000 square feet all the way up to the high 2,000 square feet. So the most of these homes are roughly the same square footage, give or take a few hundred square feet, and they range in size from 3 to 5 bedrooms. Good majority of these homes were built in the early 2000s, but there are some newer homes here, only a handful of them that were built around the 2020 mark, give or take a year or two. And if you haven't noticed, another telltale sign that I am doing a neighborhood tour are all the trash cans in the road. I always manage to do this every single trash pickup day. I'm going to record a video in a neighborhood that has trash pickup that day. But it is what it is. So we're going to move on. One thing I'm going to go ahead and start noting now, if you follow my channel for long, you know I say this every time it starts to get cold. But in the winter, our grass does go dormant. So as you can see, the grass is starting to turn a shade of brown, which is completely normal in our area. It will turn green again in early spring. But if you start seeing grass in my videos turning brown, that is why. It's just what our grass does here. I do love this neighborhood. It is beautiful. It feels very homey. It has some mature landscaping. One thing I do wish they would have are some amenities. I wish they did have sidewalks or maybe a community pool, but the HOA is pretty reasonable at only about $170 a year. So you're not going to get too much for that, but it is a very pretty neighborhood, and I do think that it really truly feels like a place that you would call home. Lots in this neighborhood will vary a little bit, from a very small 1/10 of an acre to about 1/3 of an acre. You're not going to find too many properties with bigger than 1/3. Most of them are going to be about 1/5 to 1/4 of an acre. However, you will occasionally find a home here that does have a 1/2 acre or more, but that is pretty uncommon. A lot of people have some concerns about living off of 378 with road noise. I will say that in the beginning part of the neighborhood, you can definitely hear some road noise, but as you get further back into the neighborhood, you really didn't hear much, if anything at all. So I do find that to be nice. One thing I will note, it can be a little bit difficult if you're trying to make a left turn into this neighborhood, but getting out was not too bad, and as long as you're going right, but it really wasn't that as bad as you would expect. Overall, I think this is an underrated neighborhood. It is super cute, and you know I love my brick, so it has that. But if you are considering a move to the Lexington area and you would like to chat and learn more, my contact information will be down in the description box below. I'm always happy to answer any questions that you have. And if you are considering a move, feel free to join our Moving to Lexington, South Carolina group on Facebook, where you can ask any questions that you may have and get opinions from others that have done the same. It would be a wow benefit to you. Bye!